Hello there. Condor Calabasas here. Got some cringe for you today, as usual. Alright, so this is in reference to the fact that there's this just the cringe fest in the gaming industry right now, where some of my left-leaning peers somehow have convinced themselves it's not misogynist to be offended by attractive women, when this doesn't ever happen to men. This is just not a thing that we deal with men. Like, what you have in Intergalactic would be the same as if you put some, like, obese neckbeard in Infinity Nikki, for example. The majority of the audience in the gaming industry for, like, indie games, AAA games, it's white men. Men especially. So, this whole pandering to, like, not those groups of people is privilege, objectively speaking. Anyways, this is one of the dumbest fucking posts I've ever seen in my fucking life. He goes from a 10 out of 10. Any woman will agree this character is super attractive, to another 10 out of 10. That isn't the same. That isn't the same at all. It's not even fucking close. That intergalactic woman in that trailer is not attractive in the slightest. She isn't she isn't even a 4 out of 10. She like looks wicked nasty, and her attitude is just like fucking cringe fest, dude. This is like what we would call the privilege gap according to feminists. This is what a feminist would call a matriarchy, where you can just say the dumbest shit, and these insecure women, they've never had anyone call out their shit. They're so used to privilege that they just have no idea about any of this shit. The fact that some people don't get that this is satire, um, we know it's satire. This is like the dumbest group of incels I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it's fucking cringe, the lack of self-awareness and privilege in these incel posts, dude. And it gets better. Has anyone noticed that the Steam Point shop is kind of gross? The victim complex, dude. The victim fucking complex. There's a super limited selection of what to buy that's inaccurate. Well, I mean, depends on what you guess is limited. There's like literally over like 5,000 at least from what I when I last checked. That was like one category. So what to buy, and there's good selection of just anime girls that look really young with massive chests. I have no idea what she's talking about. There's big titted anime girls, but none of them that look really young. Must be like some mental gymnastics incel shit. There's one or two cat ones that made me physically uncomfy. Imagine being so privileged and so misogynist, just like a cartoon of an attractive woman upsets you. This is toxic femininity. This whole obsession, it's an obsession now apparently. See the mental gymnastics there? This is privilege. No one's calling this dumbass out. No one's correcting this idiot ever in their lives. They're treated like a fucking child, and this is how we treat insecure women. This whole obsession with backgrounds that feature women with bouncing physics is absolutely disgusting. There you have it. Misogyny. It's an attractive woman's body is disgusting. What is disgusting about that? So, does this woman go up to all those OnlyFans girls and just hate on them? There's no difference, objectively speaking. This is toxic femininity. This is what feminists would call a privilege gap. This is what feminists would call a matriarchy. This one made me fucking laugh too. Alright. See, she somehow expected Witcher for to make her some kind of busty 19-year-old waifu with superpowers, which kind of highlights how fucking stupid all these incel women are. That doesn't make sense. Why would they change the fucking character? They're obviously only gonna age her up. Why would they change the size of her tits? Why would they make her younger? That doesn't. You're not making like I can't stand how stupid these incel women are. They're just like always victims. Lately, I've been struggling because as I get older, I no longer see myself in the female characters in fiction. The lack of self-awareness of a feminist woman saying this when it comes to video games is hilarious to me. That's like you just described every single man. What about all those dudes complaining about like intergalactic now? Are they right then? You agree with all those dudes criticizing intergalactic? Are you on their side now? They don't see themselves in their own fiction. Think about that. Majority are men, and yet these games are pandering to women, specifically insecure incel women like this. It's like there's a certain type of women who qualifies to have their story told, and I ain't it. You just described just about every single gamer I know of or have ever seen. Every gamer, pretty much. A grown up with flaws. She definitely doesn't look like you. She's actually attractive, and there's no fucking way in hell this woman is attractive. But male epic heroes can be any age, any body type. Uh, show me the Kratos isn't fat. Joel from The Last of Us isn't fat. Solid Snake isn't fat. Max Payne isn't fat. They all have like fantastic like bone structure. They're all like very much model status, and any age there's that's not accurate at all. Men men have to be like very attractive in order to be a video game character. Women definitely do not. It's like a huge privilege gap here. Like Intergalactic is the best example of that. No, this is what a victim complex looks like. No, that's like so like there's this fucking Calico Cat game that's literally advertised on this subreddit where like all the women in it are fat. All the women are fat. You have to be a fat woman in that game. So it's just that there isn't that same thing for men. There's no, we don't like no. When a male character is fat, it's funny. When a female or a woman character or whatever you want to call it is fat, it's super fucking offensive, dude. It's hilarious, dude. Yeah, it is a stupid thing to get excited over. And we still got a long way to go before you're fucking worshipped even more than you already are in a fucking industry where you're the minority. It's because people find older men, sexually attractive. You know how many dudes have mommy fetishes? Very few. Do you know how many women have daddy fetishes? Yeah. This is this is what we call the privilege gap. This is what we call the matriarchy. This is what we call the difference between men and women, where there's like just no understanding of what sexual objectification is when it comes to men, or what these women don't even know what they find attractive in men. They have no self-awareness. Each one of these comments is so fucking stupid. And it's the same thing in this entire fucking subreddit. Yes, of course, because you ladies have daddy fetishes. You find older, grizzled, male badass characters sexy. You think that's hot. Okay? Fucking hell. This one's hilarious, too. I played Marvel Rivals for about 3 hours of gameplay on there, and I just cannot enjoy the fact that there are weirdos who treat women like objects. It just makes my stomach crawl. The victim complex, dude. You mean worship? You mean worship? The way they worship the women's bodies in that game? Yeah. I might also be biased because I don't necessarily enjoy the game that much. but the girl with purple hair has a revealing outfit, and you can tell it's made for males who are into that. Dude, the victim complex. See how upsetting it is? It's not okay when women are pandered to, but when men are pandered to, it's also not okay. It's such a double standard. It's creepier. Again, this is misogyny. When attractive women's bodies are not creepy. Incel. I was just scrolling through YouTube and I saw a video of some guy rated every Marvel's character behind. So he included the men. Interesting incel. I don't understand what is wrong with some creepy people. The projection. Every single one of these incel women is a fucking creep. Every single one of these incel women is a creep. Holy fuck, I'm not reading all that. Yeah, it's the exact same thing for men. Incel women and no self-awareness. And this is what's so fucking funny. Think about all the bitching, crying, and victim complex shit I just mentioned in the last 11 minutes. And then look at this shit. The projection, dude. The projection. Fucking literally crying about this shit. And these incels have the audacity to fucking retweet this. There's like so much projection, dude. Alright, Infinity Nikki needs to look like this. If there's no problem with any of this, then Infinity Nikki needs to look like this. And give him a few pounds, dude. Make him like overweight, obese. Make him a little bit more balding. Make those cheekbones less pronounced. Come on, make that nose a little bit wider, fatter. Give him a unibrow. Put him in Infinity Nikki, make that the only character you can play as Infinity Nikki, and then I think we have equality in the gaming industry. Then the feminists have exactly what they want. This is why I hate incels, and this is why I hate being left-leaning, is these stupid-ass insecure incel losers, dude. Fucking hell. This fucking subreddit is just like too fucking funny, dude. They're so unfuckable, dude. And the fucking rare chance you get to actually see one of their faces where they post themselves, it's fucking gag-inducing. Fucking worshipping some fucking old bitch. Oh yeah, this one's funny too. They're so upset about Atlas and saying, oh god, what did he say? He said that because men are more immature than women, they have more space to grow when they're teens. And this was interpreted as misogyny and not misandry. This is what we call the privilege gap. That's what we call, according to feminists, the matriarchy. All right, that's about it for today. God, this if you want like a fucking good laugh, um, Girlgamers is top tier comedy. So many incels, such a lack of self-awareness, and each one of these bitches is just completely unfuckable. Like the privilege of being so triggered over this dumb shit. And if you want to see like just more of just kind of like a general like mental illness on display, like the superiority complex, the victim complex shit, then witches versus the patriarchy is also top tier fantastic. That's pretty much my only recommendations right now. But yeah, that's gonna be the video for today. Goddamn. Goddamn. They're so fucking stupid, dude. And like, it's just too easy to dunk on dumb fucking incels like this. Anyways, thanks for watching.